long time I used to think that any form of joy needed to be part of something which is conscientious, some larger skill or something like that. And I think that misses the point of joy. I think the best use of it is kind of as just joy. Like I used to think, like, we need to master meditation and mindfulness, because I noticed that mindfulness and these different techniques altered my mental state in a positive direction. By having attention, there's this idea that boredom is a lack of attention, and the more curious you are about something, the more joy you're able to, not joy, but like the more of a precise kind of separation you can get. I suppose with what's called an acceptance and commitment therapy, there's like this stage metaphor. Fuck, man. Maybe I should talk about this later. There's this stage metaphor, and it's like, fuck, man, I'll do this later. This isn't the time. But the main idea is that you're able to sort of, no, it's the fucking chessboard one. You separate yourself from the chessboard. You are no longer the pieces. You are the board. You're able to diffuse from cognitions, and this is backed up by ideas about something called the default mode network. So the front part of your brain, what that does is that when we're not engaged in a task, it starts trying to think, it starts just doing, like kind of like an idle mode where it will go through our past memories and different things will come up. And if you're traumatized, you're more likely to be triggered by something which is going on in the default mode network based on your trauma than something in the here and now. So the idea of meditation is to kind of lose that enslavement to the default mode network and to be able to choose the object which is meant to separate you from your suffering, right? Because if you're able to pay attention to the object of the breath, or you're able to pay attention to these things, you are no longer and you're able to choose the object of your identification, you will always have a separation from what's going on in this network, which causes suffering. So that's at least the idea where it comes to ideas with the parts of mindfulness. And I'm departing from ACT, because remember, this is a rant. Like, I can talk about multiple things. I'm departing from ACT now, and now I'm talking about what in Buddhism is called Vipassana, which is mindfulness practice. There is that's one form of mindfulness. Now, there are many different forms of mindfulness which follow on from this idea of being able to consciously identify the thing that you're going to be able to bring your attention to. So another version of mindfulness, which is not something which is really part of acceptance and commitment therapy, is metta or loving kindness meditation. This is a meditation where what will happen is that you will find, say, a kitten or a family member or something, and you'll just think lovely things for them, like, may this person have a wonderful day. And then you think of all the things that you want good for that to happen to them in that day. Or you might sort of do like a bit of a prayer in a way. It's like, may I want this person to not have suffering. I want this person to to have ease with themselves and their emotions. And that will be that side of it. And I think that part of prayer also helps orientate the practitioner, because it kind of provides the practitioner sort of a statement of their own values, what they want. And because it's always taught within the context of Buddhism, all the cultural things associated with that, because Buddhism, it's a cultural practice. It is a religion. I do not identify with the parts of it which are religious, but it's a cultural practice. There are whole things, a lot of different ideas about the world which are associated with the practice on top of the mindfulness component of it. And the things which leak into that metta loving kindness practice, which are associated with the Buddhist culture, in my opinion, are pretty good. That is where there it's not a true just research method. There is a bracketing. It is a cultural practice as well. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Have a good one.